Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's informational webinar. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. My name is John Hovey, and I'm here with Karen Patel. And in the background is Katie Iacarella. I hope I said that right, Katie.
Yes, that's great.
Nice. Her camera is not working, but we're here to present to you today an information session about our upcoming Small Business 201 program. And this is a great program that we're offering. It's going to be starting on September 16th. That's Wednesday morning, next Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. And it's a 3-week series. And so what we're going to do is talk for a little bit, explain what you can expect to learn in this program, tell you how to sign up, and hopefully answer all of your questions. Right now, your microphones and cameras are muted for this, but in the GoToWebinar panel on the right side of your screen, or if you're using the app at the bottom of the app, you'll see ask a question, a little question box, and you can type in your questions at any time, and we'll try to make sure that you get the answers that you need. Hopefully this program meets your needs and we can get you to sign up. It's going to be really, really great. So I'm going to turn it over to Karen Patel, who's our instructor for this program, and she's going to tell you more about what's coming up. Over to you, Karen.
Thanks, John.
You bet.
Instructor is so academic, and even though this is very much an educational kind of workshop, I'm by no means academic. I'm a entrepreneur just like all of you participating. So thank you, Small Business Development Center of North Metro. Really excited to be able to share what we're looking to bring to you as a business owner. There really is no other place for you to get that next level of education to really strengthen your business. I really want to congratulate you for, even if this is a 30-minute time slot or 20 minutes, the fact that you are taking this time to learn about ways that you can strengthen your business. If this is right for you, you're in business for a reason, and being able to be informed and make good decisions really will strengthen your business and, of course, you personally. So I work with personal individuals, but also business owners, being that the business generally is the largest asset. So I'm excited to kind of go through some things. And John, I have a short little presentation, and we can start anytime you're ready.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great.
So are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes, we can see it, your screen.
Okay, fabulous. Touchdown. So Securian Financial has something that we are calling Business University, and the Small Business Development Center is, of course, we have this as a Small Business 201. And we provide these workshops across the country, and really excited, again, to provide this to you, the small business owner, assuming everybody on the call primarily is in Metro Denver. So business owners really have unique financial needs, and I really appreciate and understand by the fact of the challenges of building and growing your business as part of your personal assets. And as a family business, I grew up in a family-owned business. I have my own financial planning practice. I've had other small businesses throughout my decades. But growing up in a family-owned business, I know the challenges, you know, when you start outside the home or when you have your office at your home. But my father really raised me, and I use to this day the mantra that it's not so much how much you make, but it's how much you keep. How much does your business help support your family's lifestyle and a legacy that you are working to build up your business? And what so many people don't realize is it's you, the small business owner, that really create the economy in this country. And having the knowledge to make good decisions really uniquely as a business owner is a huge aspect of being successful in your business. So here you can see
Hey,
that
Karen,
both your,
let me interrupt you real quick. I just got a comment that your screen just disappeared. So maybe we need to recycle that.
okay, let's try this. How did that work?
They say yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Melissa, for letting us know that. That really helps.
Okay, thank you so very much. I want to minimize the webcam though, so, okay. There, how's this? Everybody can see it, I hope? This is really showing where you as an individual, both your personal finances and your business finances really are very closely aligned. And the strategies that you partake in your business affects both you, your family, your employees, your business, how your business supports the community. And the goal of many of these strategies that this course talks about is really to increase the value of your business. And as I mentioned earlier, how it supports your lifestyle today and what legacy it might support your family in the future. And there's many aspects to consider with your business. When you're starting out, often there's no income to you, but then it gets to the point that it is an income. It's a paycheck that you write your paycheck to yourself and perhaps to employees. But down the road it's more than just a paycheck. It is that business asset. And what are some of those strategies that are so critical in building that business? So the focus of the course that we're going to talk about starting next week, early morning, bring your coffee, really are the factors and elements and strategies in building a more successful business, which at the end of the day, you will either pass on to someone in your family or you will sell to someone else. I'm getting a lot of feedback, John. I don't know if that's the webinar or what, but anyway, as you learn different aspects of ways to strengthen your business, the good news is, like having the SBDC, you will have a team of advisors, your CPA, your financial advisor, your insurance agent, your attorney, your banker to help build that business for you. So this is a good start to educate yourself on some of the basics, but also we will go into very much more advanced topics. So as you reach out to some of those advisors, you've got a good baseline. Let's look at the course outline. And I'm hoping everybody can see this again. So as John mentioned, this is kind of broken down in 3 different areas over the 3 different weeks. The first session next week will really talk about your business and just kind of the general concepts of such. The second week will really start talking much more about your employees, different agreements, and then the last section really is about you, the business owner, and your estate planning. So to talk a little bit about each of these 10 chapters, let's call them. The first one really is kind of some basic P&L, the impact of taxes, inflation, you know, how things change every day and how are your finances are structured as a baseline and what you know. The next of understanding your business really is your corporate structure. And something as simple as the Jobs Act and tax cut of December of 17 really changed Where some business owners might have thought being an S Corp was the best thing ever, well, tax laws changed. And so many business owners have rethought that process. Is an S Corp the best? Or maybe the taxation being a C Corp, is that the best? So we'll talk generally just all the different corporate structures where you're at and things to consider based on that. And as we're talking about your business being your largest asset often, is that business valuation and the different approaches. So down the road, when you may be looking perhaps for some estate planning and transferring some of the ownership of the company to family members, that's more informal versus a formal valuation when you're ready to sell, or at the time of death when the different estate taxes may or may not, depending on what state your company is based out of. The business continuation agreements, a lot of people think of them as a prenup or perhaps a buy-sell agreement. And it really is based on the what if. We plan that life is normal. Look at what happened with COVID. But, what if you have a disability? What if you or your partner decide that you want out of the business? What does it look like on if that business doesn't continue as it was originally set up? And of course, death. What are the options of these agreements? How do you fund them? How are they structured? So we'll talk a little bit on that, and that's kind of the first session. The second session, when we start talking about employees, and we know in Metro Denver how critical it is. Forget about finding top quality. In some cases, unfortunately, you're just trying to find bodies. You just need employees in order to function in your business, which is really a shame. But how do you attract those employees? Is it just base compensation? What are benefits? Unfortunately, some employees go to the company across the street because they pay 10 cents more an hour. So really kind of looking at some of the baseline of how do you structure compensation. And then of course, employer-sponsored retirement plans really will be even more key going forward, not just your typical 401k, your SEP, your simple, but with Colorado implementing the Colorado Secure Savings Plan that will mandate employers with employees over 5 employees that they will mandate that you offer some sort of retirement plan. So that's something that we'll kind of be adding into this course to talk about that as well. And key employees, don't forget about having different programs and how you can reward and have those employees that are so responsible for the success of your business. What are some of the things that you can do to maybe golden handcuffs may be something that you've heard of. If you have a number 2 person that basically runs the company, and if that person leaves, how dramatic would the effects be on your business? So we'll talk about different strategies that you could consider and some of the ways that you can retain those employees, especially if you're looking to sell your company down the road. I know a woman who started out on a couple $100 when she started her business in '03. And she's in her early 60s and started to think about when she sells. And fortunately, she got some input from various advisors. And what she called her second in command operational, she was just, I think her title was executive assistant, and got to be structured to make her VP of operations, because that person would be critical of knowing everything in her company when she sold it, which, by the way, she sold this last year for $5 million. And with the contract agreements, making sure that those key employees, that second tier, was still there. So those are some of the things, not only just educational, but this course really is to talk about what are some of the situations you might be in, dealing with on a day-to-day basis, and really have some good group conversations. And our last session will be on business succession. What are some of the options? What are some of the issues that you might encounter if it goes to family? How do you do that in the ways to minimize taxes? How do you get the top dollar? Do you take the first offer that's out there if you sell? Very complicated in some cases, but I can't tell you enough that if you are a business owner and you're thinking of retiring or selling, you really should start planning 5 to 10 years out. I know that sounds crazy, but if you want to take advantage of the tax strategies and the legal requirements and some of the things you want to do for your family, things do not happen overnight. You're still running a business, and these are things that you need to have going on simultaneously while you're running your business. And on the estate planning, but even on business valuations, I also will be bringing in some other experts. Katie Icarilla, who's one of our advanced estate planning attorneys, has graciously offered to share some great legal type of concepts for you to consider, and knowing not only your estate planning for yourself, but as your life gets more complicated over the next 5, 10 years, what have you, the advanced estate planning also is much more complicated as well. So it's much more than just having a will. It's really making sure what you want to happen to your business actually will, and will support you in retirement when you get that big paycheck that we're all hoping to have. So that's kind of the course outline. I don't want to talk too much in detail. Really would like to have some questions and talk a little bit more of this great opportunity that the SBDC is providing.
You bet. Thank you, Karen. And folks, do type in your questions if you have any. Right now, we're not seeing any, but that's okay. What I'd like to do is just take a moment and, explain a little bit more too about the logistics of the course. So this class, as we've said, is Wednesday, September 16th, and it stretches for 3 weeks. So you've got 3 2-hour sessions in the morning to cover all this material. We also provide free one-on-one business counseling, business consulting, business coaching, however you want to say it. And, Karen's pretty modest. She's not going to toot her own horn, but she's one of our best consultants here at North Metro SBDC. And you're going to get, premium access to her calendar and meet with her on a one-on-one basis to look at your situation. That's a benefit of the course. And our mission at the SBDC is to offer free consulting and then the lowest possible costs to you for training. And so we're offering this course at $99, which is very heavily subsidized. I can't tell you how many hours went into producing this content. Obviously, we got to keep the lights on. We have to broadcast this and make a website and so forth. So that's already a heavily subsidized price. That's a good deal for you for all of this value. We're also offering our business giving back scholarship. So if you will visit our scholarship page and make a simple commitment to do something good for your community, anything good for your community, could be volunteering a few hours at a local pet shelter or a school, doing whatever, then we're going to discount this course further 50% and bring it down to $50. And at this point, it's cheaper than taking yourself out to breakfast, and the value that you're going to get for your business and your future is immense. I do see a question here in our panel from Melissa. Melissa's asking, will this course address product-related businesses as well as service-related businesses?
Yes, it's all businesses, manufacturing, service, academic. I mean, whatever your product or service is, the basic fundamentals of your business don't change. We won't necessarily go into looking at cost of goods sold on your particular product or someone's product, but how best to use your accounting system, your structure, to identify your profitability, and look at some of those things. So it is all businesses. This is much more than when you were starting a business, you are operating your business and a higher level of what are the different elements for you to be working on your business, not just in your business on a day-to-day aspect. Did that answer your question, I hope?
We'll see. Hope so. She says yes. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Looking forward to it. Great. Thanks, Melissa. We really appreciate that.
Good. Again, this is, as much as this is educational, it really is focused on, and we'll be providing materials that you will be able to actually keep notes, start focusing on your strategy of what works for your company. And again, I think part of the value of this, normally we do these in person, and so virtually, obviously, we've all come to learn different ways to manage our time. But I do believe that we will have Zoom and we will have cameras on, and so we'll get to know each other in different businesses. By no means will we ask that anybody share very confidential or specific information. This is really to help guide you to organize, to prioritize your business strategies to strengthen your business.
Absolutely right. Well, we'll stay on the line here for another couple minutes in case anybody has any more questions. And yeah, go ahead,
maybe
Karen.
Katie, do you have any items you want to share?
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry that I'm not on the camera. I'm having some technology issues, but I'm excited to be with you all if you can join us for the class starting next week. I think the only thing I would add is that, we work a lot with business owners, and you all as business owners are incredibly busy, and we know that. And this is really an opportunity to take a break from working in your business to give you an opportunity to work on your business and really connect how you operate to growing value, both for your business, for your employees, for your community, but also for your family. So you can operate your business in a way that's efficient today, financially beneficial for you today, and then exit on your terms and get sort of the price you need and want for your business ultimately. So we hope you can join us starting next week.
Thanks, Katie.
All right, 2 more questions came in for you, Karen.
Oh, good. I love questions.
Me too. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So Fabio is asking, are you going to cover valuation strategies for companies that are developing products and how to demonstrate viability at those stages? Complex.
No, that's a great question. And we do have business valuation, and there's many different methodologies. And yes, we will go through some of those to the income approach, the market. I will say that we have found with business owners today, what your business valuation might have been, whether informal or formal, a year ago, is very different today because of COVID. And of course, the valuation going forward, what does that look like? So yes, we will be going through some details. That is something Katie and we have another team member that will be able to share and answer some very high-level questions on business valuation. Depending on the participants in the class, we can talk about, you know, many things. We have our outline of what we want to cover, and if, you know, that's a key element for everybody. On the flip side, Fabio, I am happy, didn't want to share the surprise, but also was going to offer a complimentary business valuation for any of the participants. So I've already, sorry, John, I kind of blew one of my surprises. So, you know, if it's something very specific that you are looking for, something we do often and would be happy to have a customized valuation available to all of our participants.
That's fantastic. I wish I had known, I would have raised the price. Fabio says thank you for that. So that's
Okay.
great. And you know, one thing I would add to that, Fabio, is, you know, this 3-week intensive small business 201 class, it's going to give you a ton of knowledge. It's also going to open up new questions, and that's okay, because you can think about this as starting a relationship with the SBDC. We're going to be here, and we have clients that we have worked with for years, literally, checking in and kind of guiding them along their journey. And so, yeah, we're here for you. We got another question here, and Melissa says that you answered this question in your last, but I'm going to read it anyway, just in case maybe some other people had the same thought. Usually, if one person has a question, then everybody else has the same question in their head. So she says, to clarify, Karen, you will be running the course. Are there other consultants who will be participating in terms of providing information? And so we've already heard about Katie. Katie will be stepping in for her legal savvy. Any other special guests that we might expect?
We will. Nobody wants to listen to me for hours on end. So yes, we do have some other ones. I believe Tally Keene will also. I'm not sure scheduling wise, still with Sean Mateague. And, you know, the SBDC also has CPAs and marketing people. And so depending on some of those areas, there's definitely resources available. You know, as much as this is basically 7:30 to 9:30, grab yourself your cup of coffee or tea, whatever you want in the morning. And this is time for you. And so we're going to hit on the highlights on many areas. If there are specific questions, we can delve into those. And we can always, that next session, if you know there's a need for some specific areas, I can bring in another consultant, an expert, even though I just tell people I'm cute and I have a great personality, but I do have a good broad base of information, and there's always opportunity for one-on-one. So you know, invest in yourself, in your company, and I really hope everyone signs up for this class.
Me too, me too. Oh, Melissa writes, thank you. Sounds like a bargain.
Okay. You know what? Other places where we've offered this, let's just say it's several times more expensive, especially with the community scholarship that the SBDC offers. You know, knowing the time, my time, Katie's time per hour, this is beyond a steal. So, you know, it's a great kept secret that you guys all know about, and hats off to the SBDC for offering this. And I'm honored very much to be assisting all of the business owners in the area.
Likewise. Well, thank you so much for putting this on, Karen. This is going to be Fantastic. Folks, we're out of time for this info session, so we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your attention. And, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you how to sign up one more time. So I put in the chat box, but I'll post one more time. Our website, northmetrosbdc.com is the website. And we have a landing page there under our programs tab. You'll find Small Business 201. I'm going to also email you that link today, just so that you have it very handy. And yeah, there's 2 buttons on there. One is apply for the course. You can click that and pay the full fare, $99. We'll happily accept your application that way. And if you'd like to apply for the scholarship program, then the second button says click here for scholarship information. The scholarship form is very fast. Really, you just need to put your name and a small commitment. And this is honor system. We want to reward people who are taking community initiative. Since we at the SBDC are trying to give back to the business community, we hope that the business community will give back to the greater community at large. So if you put a simple commitment in there that says, hey, I'm going to do this, then you will be approved for that scholarship. And we're not going to go and hunt you down and find out if you did it. We're just going to honor system. So you can get an instant 50% off discount by agreeing to that as well. So I really would encourage you to visit northmetrosbdc.com today. Sign up as soon as possible. We're probably going to close the application window at the end of the weekend. So I don't want to give you too much space. Be best if you could do it today to reserve your spot. We haven't put an official cap on this program, but we're thinking about 12 as the max that we want to accept so that we can give good attention to everyone. If we do get 13 or 14, we might be able to squeak some folks in there, but the slots are filling quickly and you don't want to miss your chance. So the sooner that you could get to that, northmetrosbdc.com and fill out that application, the better that would be. Any final words from you, Karen or Katie?
Katie?
No, just looking forward to the class next week and hope to see you all there.
Yes, I am too. And, invest in yourself. And this information really is not available anywhere in this condensed element. So sign up and we'll see you next week.
We sure will. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Katie. And I hope to see you in the course soon, everyone.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thanks, John.